I'm here at the spot that started it all. That's right, when Stonebriar Mall was completed in the summer of 2000, Frisco then became a real legitimate option for people and the northern migration really began. So if you are thinking about moving to Frisco, Texas with a budget of around $500,000, then in this video, I'm gonna show you some different homes in the $400,000 to $500,000 price point so that you can get a better understanding of what you can expect in this price range. So if that's what you're looking for, then stay tuned because we're getting into it right now. Hey ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for the most thorough deep dive into all things Dallas, Texas, well, this is the channel that helps you do that. So I invite you to subscribe down below. Make sure you tap the bell for notifications so that you can stay up to date on the current market here in Dallas, Texas. We drop new videos every single week. My name is Jimmy Webb Jr. I'm a local real estate agent, born and raised here, and we're getting tons of calls and emails every single day from people just like you who are ready to make a move here in Dallas, and we absolutely love it. So if you are thinking about buying or selling here in the Dallas area, then you gotta reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you wanna jump straight to a Zoom with us. That is our favorite, but whatever way is easiest for you, we've got your back when making a smooth move here in Dallas, Texas. Frisco, like we're here today, we're hanging out at the Star. This is the Cowboys headquarters now. And so you got the Ford Center, that's the indoor facility. You've got the two outdoor practice fields in that corner back there. You've got the Omni Hotel right here. And then you've got Cowboys Fit, which is one of the best gyms in all of Dallas. And then right above that, you have the Cowboys Club, which is a membership only. It's really like a big old restaurant slash bar slash meeting place. So you can take some clients up there. The cool part about it is it's all glass on that side. So you can literally look out and watch the Cowboys practice while you're meeting with a client. I mean, how cool is that, right? So, hey, we've done a few videos on Frisco. So, if this is your first one, then first of all, welcome. And second of all, let's just cover some quick foundational pieces of information that you really need to know about Frisco. So believe it or not, this was all farmland, okay? Not even like 20 years ago, okay? But what that did is it gave Frisco the opportunity to really master plan this suburb out, and they've really done a great job with it, right? And they've gotten some recognition for it as well, right? Just ranked the #1 best place to buy a home in the entire country, according to the recent Wallet Hub study that just came out. And by the way, Dallas suburbs held 4 of the top 6 on that same list. So I'm glad you're here, and hopefully subscribe as we dive into everything Dallas has to offer. But a big reason why people are drawn to Frisco has got to be the schools, right? So Frisco ISD has a real priority of keeping the class sizes small and really keeping that student to teacher ratio really favorable to the kids, right? So that they get that attention that they really deserve to be successful. And then safety is also another big thing, right? You aren't gonna see any homeless people roaming around, and the crime rates are remarkably low as well, right? So now that we've covered some of the basics, let's head to that first home and show you what's going on in this price point, shall we? Let's cruise. All right, welcome to the first stop here. So this home right here is going for $425,000, 3 beds, 2 baths on 2,300 square feet. That's gonna put you at $181 a square foot. This home was built in 2010 on a 0.17 acre lot as well. So, and then you have a 2-car garage in the back, which is one thing that we've gotten some comments about, where are the driveways? Where do you park your car? So what happens is, it's pretty common in Texas, is we have alleyways on the back. So yeah, actually, so if you see down that little sliver right there, so there's an alley back there. Actually, so So this is an entrance to said alley, and what happens is, you know, you take your car behind the houses, and your garage access is going to be on the back side of the home, with the idea being to, you know, protect the front side curb appeal out there, right? So you know, different neighborhoods are different. You know, some have the alley, some don't. You know, it's kind of, you know, just really dependent on which one you end up in, right? So but that is one thing that you definitely want to know. You're definitely going to want to have a car here in Dallas if you didn't know that already. You know, we are pretty spread out. Our public transportation system isn't that sophisticated, and so yeah, you're definitely going to want to have a car to get around. And also, being in Frisco, one thing you're also going to need to consider is you're going to want to have a toll tag as well. You're going to want to have a toll tag really regardless of where you are in Dallas, just because it's the smart thing to do. Basically what happens is, you know, you slap one of these toll tags on your windshield, and if you don't do that and go through a toll, they whack you for a higher fee, you know, because they gotta find your address, they gotta mail you the bill and all this sorts of thing, right? So you know, you just get the toll tag. You just go to ncta.org. I'll throw that in the description below. You can check it out. So you just get set up on that, and what happens is, you know, how it works, you know, you just set up your credit card, so it's auto pay basically, and anytime you go through a fee, it takes from your piggy bank. They start out with like 40 bucks in your account, and then when you dip below 10 bucks, I believe, they just top you up for another 40, right? So that's how that works. Very simple. You're definitely going to want to do that, but that is an additional cost that you might not have known about Frisco. And so yeah, the styles in here, you're going to see a lot of this, you know, brick and stone combination. This one, yeah, more stone than brick on this one, but it's going to be dominated by either that traditional brick or the brick and stone out here in Frisco. As far as landscaping goes, you know, I mean, people take pretty good care of their yards, you know, in this neighborhood at least. You know, maybe not you know, meticulous with the landscaping, but you know, it's still, you know, everybody's yard's going to be mowed. No, you're not going to have any, you know, forests in the front yard or anything like that out here. And it's pretty quiet actually back here too. So, you know, we're actually on kind of this back street of this neighborhood. And as I was driving through here, you know, I saw a couple things. You know, I saw a couple parks, drove by the elementary school. So this might be a golf cart kind of neighborhood in here. You know, you could take your kids, you know, to school in the golf cart if you wanted. There's another alleyway, by the way. And they also had a community pool with tennis courts that were adjacent to it as well. So if you're a tennis player like me, then you know, that'll be nice to have right there. You know, you can just jump on those courts and get a nice little hit in, right? So you also have a big truck, so you might need a big truck if you move out here to Texas as well. But yeah, you're not gonna have a lot of, you know, through traffic or anything like that in here. You know, if you live back here, that's really the only kind of people who should be, you know, driving back here, except for me, the real estate agent that goes to the depths of Frisco for to show you guys these homes back here. But as far as on the inside of that home that we were showing you, actually we picked a pretty good one for the first one. So very open floor plan. You know, you got the vaulted ceilings, updated appliances in there. Honestly, you know, not much that I would change on the inside. You know, you might you know, do some cosmetic things based on what your personal preferences are, but it's definitely going to be move-in ready. And you know, it's really kind of going to be dependent on you know, what you like and things like that. But those are all things that I think could wait a little bit, right? So as far as proximity, you know, we're about, I'd say 5 minutes away from the tollway over there, pretty close to the Star District as well, where we were earlier. And then Stonebriar is a little bit further down the tollway, maybe 5 more minutes down the tollway down there. And then Legacy West will be right there as well. You know, Legacy West is right there on the, it's technically Plano because it's just on the other side, on the south side of 121 right there. So if you want to do some more high-end shopping or restaurants, and you know, that's right there, maybe 10 minutes away from here. Yeah, you've also got FC Dallas. If you want to go catch a soccer game up there, a pro soccer game up there, then you know that's probably, well, we were off of Main Street right here, so yeah, you just take Main Street over. You don't even have to get on the highway at least from this particular spot right here. Yeah, one of the cons though of Frisco is, you know, you're gonna have that kind of smaller lot size out here. So, you know, as you move up in price, you know, maybe you watched the vlog that we did through Frisco, because as you move up in price, you know, the lots will get a little bit bigger as well. So, and Amazon Prime delivers out here, so you can get all your Amazon packages out here as well. So, yeah, I think that'll do it for this neighborhood. So let me take you to the next neighborhood. I'll drive you through it first, and then we'll talk about it. All right, see you there. All right, welcome to the second stop. So this home right here is going for $449,000, 4 beds, 3.5 baths on 2,800 square feet, which is gonna put you at $159 a square foot. And this home was built in 2006 on a 0.14 of an acre. We're on a corner lot right here as well. And you're gonna have that 2-car garage on the back side. Good news is, you know, you're first in line on the alleyway right here. So, yeah, styles again. You know, this one's that traditional brick. You know, you do have that brick and stone combination on those two right there. But I'll keep walking, show you a little bit more. Yeah, yards are pretty well kept. You know, pretty good landscaping on here. Very, very quiet. Back here, you know, you've got some big trees, you know, I wouldn't say overgrowth trees, but I would say they're mature, right, at this point. And then as far as the inside on that one, you know, it is updated. You do have some of that large tile in the kitchen that, you know, maybe you might do some minor, you know, cosmetic changes to fit your personal style, but definitely move in ready. You know, maybe you can take care of some of that, some of those personal touches, you know, afterwards, or maybe after a year or two, right? Depending on, you know, how much funds you have lying around, right? But so we're in the same neighborhood, well, not neighborhood, but really kind of subdivision as the first home that we were looking at. And as I was driving a little bit deeper back here, you know, we passed the golf course. So some of these homes in here are going to have some golf course views, and I just noticed more and more trails back here as well. So that's one thing about Frisco is, you know, Frisco is a very active city, right? And so, you know, you're going to have a lot of those trails running around, and specifically in this neighborhood, you know, you're going to have them kind of weaving in and throughout the entire neighborhood in here, the entire subdivision, really. So that's one thing about Frisco, man, is, you know, Frisco is actually rated one of the top suburbs in the state of Texas to raise an athlete, right? And so that's one thing. Hey, if your kid is coming and he plays soccer or tennis or martial arts, I'm a judo family, so you know, especially if you're involved in any of those three, you're definitely going to have to reach out to me, let me know, and I can get you plugged in to the right people, right? So, but yeah, as far as you know, once you're here in Frisco, you kind of stay out here. You know, there's plenty of job growth out here as well. Again, Frisco was actually projected to actually overtake downtown Dallas in terms of square footage of office space up here over the next 5 to 10 years maybe. So we'll see how the pandemic and everything maybe messed with those plans, but yeah, that's just to kind of give you an idea of where Frisco is kind of headed out here. So yeah, once you're up here, you're kind of gonna stay out here, but the good news is you have a ton of stuff to do. So you'll never really be bored out here in Frisco. So with that being said, let me take you to, I'm actually gonna take you to a shopping center so you can kind of see what that looks like a little bit, and then I'll take you to the next neighborhood, all right? See you there. All right, real quick, I wanted to show you one of the shopping centers here in Frisco, just so you can kind of get an idea of what they look like and what all is in here. So we're at the Preston Ridge Center right now. So you have this cool little centerpiece right here. So at the bottom, it outlines, the origins of Frisco and of Preston Ridge specifically. So that's kind of a cool little feature right there. But then here are what the storefronts look like. So as you can tell, very new, very clean, very well taken care of, right? This is some of the smaller shops, of course. And then on this side where I was, you have a lot of the, let me get this tree out of the way. So, well, that big tree is kind of blocking it, but you can see the outlines of the Best Buy store right there. You've got Staples, you've got Marshalls, you've got DSW shoes, you've got a Target on that side over there. You got Gloria's Mexican cuisine, more on that side. So some of the best Mexican food in Dallas. They do some salsa dancing on the weekends as well. But then on these smaller shops, so first of all, you have this, then you have another row on the back side of this, and then you have a similar thing going on over there. You have another row on the back side of that. I mean, it goes for, there's 2 sections. So you have this one, and then you have another section right over there. You have, Salata salad bar right here. You've got a Chipotle on the end. I've eaten there a time or two. You've got a Blaze Pizza right here. So you're gonna have a lot of, restaurants, whether they be chain or non-chain restaurants. You're gonna have some boutique shops in here, like the Amish furniture showcase, I don't know if Amish furniture is a chain or not, but you're gonna have quite a few, some variety in here as well. So really, whatever it is that you're looking for, you'll really be able to find it in one of these shopping centers, whether it's big box store or something more on the smaller side. So really, whatever you're looking for, even if you need yourself a nice little frozen yogurt treat in the middle of it, you've got one of those right there as well. So just want to give you a little bit of a sneak peek in here so you can kind of see what it looks like. But with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood, and I'll see you there. All right, welcome to neighborhood number 3. So this home right here is going for $470,000, 3 beds, 3 baths on 3,000 square feet, which is gonna put you at $156 a square foot. This home was built in 2002 on 0.15 of an acre. So, a little bit smaller of a lot size here. And then you are gonna have the 2-car garage on the back side. Your alley access is gonna be right there, just a couple of homes over. Again, you're gonna have that traditional brick style that's gonna dominate in here. You do have, your neighbor has the brick and stone on the other side of you. And then you do have a couple of houses over, you have the brick and stone over there. The landscaping is pretty manicured lawns out here in this neighborhood as well, and it's pretty quiet as well. Of course, 2 cars pass as soon as I turn the camera on, but other than that, it's been really quiet as I've been kind of wandering around here. And so you also have, here comes another car, by the way, of course. You do have those trees over there, but just beyond those trees is a major street. So I did just want to mention that, it is I could hear a little bit of that street noise, but again, I mean, I was kind of listening for it, right? And then, you know, too, if you're more tucked in that way, you know, it wouldn't even be a thought that crosses your mind, right? So as far as inside, you know, you do have that open floor plan. Again, that's going to be super popular in this price point. But again, you have that large tile that you know, I'm not the biggest fan of. So you know, you might do a couple of upgrades, but you know, again, these are things that you could get to later. And you know, I think you could definitely move in easily. Definitely move in ready is at home right there. But you are close to the tollway, the 121 right there, which will give you easy access to Stonebriar Mall, to Legacy West right there as well. So, you know, if you want to go on a nice little date night over to a nice restaurant over there, you know, that's quick and easy to get over there. You know, and the Star District will be pretty close over there, right, you know, 5 minutes away from that area as well. But yeah, one thing I wanted to mention was, you know, some of our clients are like dead set on having a brand new home, right? Well, the problem is in Frisco, it's pretty much all sold out of new construction, at least at this point. That may change over the next, you know, year or so. But as of right now, you can't really get into anything brand new construction. And so what I just want to, you know, plant this seed in your mind that, you know, you can still get a really solid home that you know, might be a couple of years older at a better price point, definitely a better price per square foot. You know, honestly, those new constructions are, you know, creeping up over the $200 price per square foot range right there. So you know, if you get one that's a couple of years older, might have just had one family that was in there before you take it over, but still you're going to get a great home right there. So here's a little better look at that green belt right here that I was talking about. And then one other thing that I wanted to mention too, that just a plant a seed that I just want to plant here is, you know, if you're looking to kind of get here and, you know, scope out the neighborhoods and kind of see where might be the best fit for you. Of course, you know, if you come here, you can always, there's one kind of financial rule. So if you didn't know, I was at JP Morgan before I got into the real estate game, you know, Series 7, 63, all that sort of good stuff. And so there's one rule that you may know about, but maybe if you don't, you know, the whole capital gains tax, right? So if you hold on to your home for 2 years, you got to hold on to it for 2 years. But if you're single, which, you know, most people, most clients that we're working with are, you know, a couple, right? But you know, so if you are single, it would be up to $250,000. For couples, it's up to $500,000 would be tax free, right? And so if you hold on to it for 2 years, then, you know, you'll be able to sell that home and be able to take the proceeds from that, which we are seeing a lot of appreciation. You know, we've gotten a couple of clients in here where, you know, they get some immediate appreciation, you know, a month after they bought their home, right? So it's pretty awesome in here. But that's just something that you might want to consider. Just wanted to, again, plant that seed a little bit. But with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood and I'll see you there. All right, we made it to the final stop here. So this home right here is going for $499,000, 4 beds, 2.5 baths on 2,700 square feet, which is gonna put you at $182 a square foot. This home was built in 2005 on just under a quarter of an acre out here. So like I said, we're stepping up the price point. We're getting a little bit, stepping up the lot size a little bit here. And then you're also gonna have the 2-car garage on the back side here. Your neighbors are gonna have it on the front side right here, but again, you're gonna have the alleyway on this one on the back, okay? So, hey, the reason that I always wanna mention that price per square foot, by the way, is, you know, because we're working with many of you coming from, you know, the West Coast and New York and Chicago and places where the price per square foot you might not believe that you can get something like this for sub $200 a square foot, right? So many of you are coming from places where something like this might be, $500, maybe even $1,000 a square foot, right? So I really want to kind of stress that a little bit. Your dollar is really going to be able to stretch quite a bit out here, okay? So again, the styles are going to be that traditional brick style. You're going to have that brick and stone combination, like that one. The one that we looked at had the stone columns and everything, which is a nice touch, right? On the inside, okay, again, that open floor plan, vaulted ceilings, the wood floors were really throughout in this home here. You've got the stone fireplace, which I thought was cool. I love fireplaces, right? And so the cooler the fireplace is, if I could speak today, that'd be awesome. The cooler the home, in my opinion. You might do some cosmetic changes in the kitchen, right? But definitely move-in ready. Again, maybe you could do some of that stuff a little bit later on. You're gonna have a pool in the back in this one as well. And then your garage on the back side is going to be gated. So the whole perimeter is gated in the back. And so, there isn't gonna be any funny business happening. If you watch the pros and cons with my friend Kanji we talked about the pros and cons of Frisco. She mentioned that, some of the crime out here, some people were, walking through the alleys at night and, just seeing if car doors were open and things like that. So, having that gated in the back, would be a nice little safety feature, right? So, yeah, again, if you haven't watched that pros and cons, you'll definitely want to watch that one. I'll link to it in the description below down there. But yeah, again, you're going to be close to, you're not too far from the Star out here, pretty close to the tollway as well. Stonebriar Mall, if you want to do some shopping, and again, Legacy West and Stonebriar are 2-3 minutes away, maybe driving. But yeah, actually driving through here. So in this particular subdivision, you actually have 3 parks, right? And actually to get to where I'm at right now, the entrance, so you come in and then you had to you were forced to go around this park at the very front right there. So that was a cool little drive in. And then on the corner, you have a CVS on the corner. So you got a little commercial spot on the corner back there. But yeah, hey, listen, if Frisco is where you want to be, then you got to reach out to us, right? So give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar. If you want to jump straight to a Zoom with us, that is our favorite, so but whatever way is easiest for you, we've got your back when making a smooth move out here to Dallas or Frisco like we're talking about today. If you like what we talked about today, hey, please tap the like button. That helps us out. Thank you so much for doing that, and make sure you're subscribed as well. And I'm telling you, you do not want to miss the next video that we drop. So make sure you tap the bell while you're down there, all right? And hey, I want to invite you, if you are continuing your research here, hey, click the Dallas, Texas living name below and head to our main channel page. Use our search bar in there to look up whatever it is that you're looking for. Maybe you're looking for a specific topic or maybe a specific area. Hey, go in there, check it out. And if I don't have what you're looking for, hey, drop me a comment below and let me know what it is that you're looking for. And, we'll bump up the priority based on the demand, all right? And hey, tell me what you think about Frisco in this price point. If you have any questions or comments, drop, let's get that conversation started down there in the comments. And then if you don't know where to go from here, then, hey, you should see some videos popping up on the end screen right now. That should be, that can point you in the right direction. We do a ton of different styles of videos out here. So just pick one that is striking your fancy right there. And yeah, until the next video, I'll see you around town.